Hello everyone. So I hope you all remember the previous session videos. So we are now in computer networks and communications. So the basic things we have seen in the previous classes. So I hope you all understand what is network, what is computer network, and what is the use and what are the properties, important properties of computer network in the previous two sessions. So today's session 3. So the main topic of today's session is network topologies. So in the previous class, we have seen about what are the types of network available. So in today's session, we are going to see about what are the network topologies available. So what is network topology? So first, let us see different types of devices are connected, interconnected to send some message. So for communication purpose, right? So how many devices can be connected in the network? You just imagine that in a world how many peoples are using computer network for communication purpose. That is countless, right? So how all the people can connect their devices in a computer network? So is it possible to connect all the devices without any structure or without any rules or without any standard? Is it possible to connect all these devices in a single network? Not possible, right? So for that only, we derived the topology. So topology is nothing but structure of the network. What is the structure? How all the components are interconnected to each other to communicate some information. So that is what network topology. Here you can see that two types of topologies are there: physical topology and logical topology. So what does the word physical mean? Just the geometric representation of all the nodes available in a network. So here we have 6 types of topology: bus, ring, tree, star, mesh, hybrid. From the name itself, you can imagine that how the system is possible to connect. So bus, here you just imagine that I have 20 lakhs, okay? So I have 20 lakh systems. I need to connect all these devices, all these computers in a computer network. So without structure, that is, we cannot predict that how the communication will be. So we need some structure to connect all these devices based on the application, range, and need. So for this purpose only, we are going for the topology. Here you can see that first topology is bus topology. What is bus? Different places will be there. You just imagine the real-time use of bus. Okay, so what is the use of bus connection? Bus. Different areas will be there. We want to send from one place to another place through one common bus. So that is what bus topology. So from the name itself, you can imagine that you have 1 lakh systems. We will divide that based on the needs, and that system will be connected using a single LAN. So that is the backbone of bus topology. So here you can see that single cable we are using it. That is the backbone of bus topology. Here, all the nodes will be connected directly to the LAN connection. So directly to this LAN connection, or some intermediate devices will be there. From their devices, the PCs will be connected. The devices will be connected. So two possibilities are there. Either we can connect directly or we can drop some cable. Using that, we can connect. If suppose a node A wants to send a message, then that message will be transmitted through all over the link. The thing is, you just imagine that you wish to travel from your house to your office or some college or school. Even though you wish to travel from your house to destination, your school, you have to travel across whatever the places available in between that. Okay, so that is what this one. You are trying to use the bus topology transport facility. You wish to travel from your house to your office. So the thing is, from your house, you want to transmit some message that you just imagine you as a message. Okay. So here that message will be sent to all the devices connected here. And finally, it will reach the destination. So that is what the bus. Okay. So if a node wants to send a message over the network, it put the message to all over the network. So whatever the stations available, it will be receive your message. Okay, whether it has been addressed or not. For example, you want to travel from source to destination using the bus. In between that, even though you don't want to drop in some places, but the bus will stop there and it will transmit some message. You have to sit in the bus till you reach your destination. So hope you can understand this one. So you are the sender as a messenger. You are the messenger. You are transmitting from your house to office. Even though many stops are there in between that, okay, with the with that stops, you don't need to get out, but you have to sit and you have to cross all the stations available in between your house and office. Okay, so same concept you apply in bus topology, computer networks. Okay, so whatever the stations available in your networks will receive the message, whether it has been addressed or not. But the message will be received by what all the devices, all the stations. So it is used the Ethernet cable. And yeah, from the name itself, we can say that we are connecting all the stations in a single line. So it is very easy to connect it. Okay. And the next thing is, we will see what are the advantages of bus topology. So from that, from the process, we can say that low cost cable. Since all the nodes are directly connected to the cable without passing through hub, device or switch, then the initial cost of installation is low because you simply going to connect these two devices in a single cable. We are not connecting any intermediate devices. So the initial installation cost is very low. And data speed. Here we are using the coaxial or twisted cables. These are the types of cables. Mainly we are using these cables in bus topology that supports only 10 Mbps, moderate speed only. And this is the familiar technology everyone wish to use in organization and limited failure. Since we are connecting all the nodes in an easy way using a single net, so the failures also will be very less. And what is the disadvantage? If suppose you want to connect in a less distance, then it is easy to connect it. But if you want to connect the devices which is available in very fast, then the LAN cable we are in need of very long LAN cable. So that is what they are telling here. Extensive cable and difficult in troubleshooting means all the stations are connected using the cable, single LAN cable. Okay, here, see here, single LAN is used to connect all the devices. If suppose any failure in this LAN connection means, what will be the outcome? All the network will be collapsed. So that is one more failure. And the next thing is signal interference. So from the word itself, we can say them that, already I said that even though you don't wish to get down, you don't wish to get down, you have to see whatever the places available from your house to office. So the thing is, all the messages will send to all the places. So that is what the signal interference. Okay, so at the two nodes, if suppose two wants to send nodes wants to send the simultaneously messages simultaneously, then the signal will get collide. Okay, so then reconfiguration difficult. If suppose you want to add a new device in this, then the network will be very slow because we are disconnecting it and we are adding it and we have to address it again. So that is a one more disadvantage. And then next thing is ring topology. From the word, what is ring? All the devices will be connected in the circle way. So from the image, you just imagine whatever the possibilities of this one. If suppose the system A wants to send a message, it has to send the message to B. Even though the message wants to send a message to D or E, some other system, the message will receive to B, then C, then D. You just take this one as C. So the messages should follow the path A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E. Likewise, in a circle manner, only the message, whatever the message you wish to communicate, will be transmitted. Okay. And the next thing is here, as I said, from the previous message, the message will be transmitted to next thing. Here, only one direction, that is unidirection. We cannot send in the double direction. Okay, so only one direction. If you are compare the bus topology, so if you are comparing this one, double side communication, this system can send the message here. From office, you can go to your house. From your house, you can go to office. But here, not like that. Ring topology. So one by one, we have to go unidirectional. Okay. Since it is unidirectional, all the devices connected simultaneously, this is a endless loop. Here we don't have any end, that is no terminated end. Okay. And it follows the clockwise direction always. The most important thing in ring topology is tokenizing. So token is nothing but a frame which is transmitting through all this ring based devices. So based on the token, we can decide how the message is transmitted. Okay. So token is nothing but a frame which circulates around your network. So how the token is processing? Initially, the token will move around the network and it will be passed from one computer to another computer until it reaches the destination. So the sender can modify the token by putting some address along with the data. And it will pass from one device to another device until it reaches the destination. Once the token received by the destination, then it will send the acknowledgement. For example, using the figure, A wants to send some message. So it will send the token. The token will contain the IP address. A wants to send the message to sys E. Okay. So it will send the token. The token will contain the message. What message you want to send? For example, hi. And the next thing is to which system you want to send E. So the IP address of E, the address of E will be here. Okay, so the address of this E will be here. So based on this message, based on this address, the message will be transmitted. So once it reaches that particular address, so this one is the address. We already included the address in our token, right? So once this address reached, then the acknowledgement will send to the server that I received the message. So that is what the process of ring topology, token processing. And what is the advantage? Network management. So here, if suppose you want to remove one device, faulty device means you can remove it easily and others will work continuously. And product availability, here many hardware and software tools are there to monitoring this ring topology. And since we are using the twisted pair cabling, it is inexpensive, easily available. So as like bus topology, the installation cost is very low. And it is raw reliable because we know that how it is transmitting, what is the path of transmitting the message. And what is the disadvantage? Difficult in troubleshooting. Since it following in all the places, if any fault occurs in the cable means, then whole the communication will get disrupted as like a bus topology. If suppose one station leads to failure means, then the breakdown may occur. Okay, so same like bus topology, adding a new device will make slow your process. And the communication delay will be proportional to the number of nodes connected in your system. And star topology, how the star looks like. The center server will be there. All the computers will be connected with the central hub. So that is the star topology. Okay. Hub, switches, those things are used in star topology. And what is the advantage of star topology? Same like the previous thing, troubleshooting issues there, and network control. So it is, since all the systems are connected into the single central hub, so that the network management will be a bit difficult. And but the failures, limited failures will be there. And then it is easily expandable and cost effective. The speed will be very high. And disadvantage means, yeah, from the figure you can say that if this server get issue, crashed means all the systems will get crashed. So that is the disadvantage. The same like protocol, if you have issue in cable connection cable, then that is also will affect your communication. And fourth one is tree topology. Tree topology is the combination of bus topology and star topology. What is bus topology? You just imagine, what is bus topology? Single LAN will be there. In that, the nodes will be connected. Node 1, node 2, node 3. Likewise, it will be connected. Node 1, node 2. Likewise, it will be connected. And what about the star topology? So star topology, center server will be there. Center server hub will be there. In that thing, node 1, node 2, node 3, all the things will be connected. Okay. So the combination of this bus topology and star topology is called as tree. So in the figure, you can see that. So the single LAN, that is the backbone of bus, and the devices, this device is connected here, and this device is connected here. So that is, this face looks like a bus topology. And what about a star topology? The central device is there. In that, all these devices are connected. So this one is ring topology. So the combination of ring topology, first one ring topology, second one bus topology, is called as tree topology. Okay. Okay. So here, as I said, this is the combination. Here, the topmost node will be available in the tree is known as root node. Which one is root node here? This one is the top node. This one is the root node. Okay. And here, based on this one, we are transmitting the packet. So this one is the parent and the remaining things are child. This one is the parent and the remaining things are child. And what are the advantage? It supports broadband connection. In the previous thing, that will not support the broadband connection. Here it will supports the broadband transmission. So here you can send the signals over long distance without being any affected. And it can be easily expandable, easily manageable, because it is structural structure. So from this LAN, we are sending this layer. And from here, we are sending the subcharts. So we can manage it easily. And error detection. Since we have different types of layers, we can detect and correct the error easily. But if it is in bus topology and ring topology, it is very difficult to find where the error occurs. The same like limited failure, and this one is point-to-point wire connection. And disadvantage, the same like even though we can manage it easily, if any fault occurs in the node, then the network will become very slow. That will be the issue. And since we are connecting the devices into broadband transmission, that is very costly. Okay, and the failure. So the same thing, here we can see that if suppose the bus cable fail means, then all the networks will get delayed, will get collapsed. So that is what the fail. And the same like, since we are connecting different layers of structures, if any new devices add means, then it will become difficult to reconfiguration. And the fifth one is mesh. What is mesh? All the devices will be connected to all systems, all the remaining devices. So all messages can communicate to any message which is available in the network. Okay, so that is mesh topology. You just imagine that. What is the example we can say for mesh topology? So here we have the internet. So anyone can upload anything, anyone can download anything, anyone can communicate to anyone. So that is the example for mesh topology. Here we don't have any switch, hub, or central computer. Nothing will be there. Okay, anyone can send any message if you have the internet connection. Using wireless connection, you can send, you can communicate to anyone. That is the mesh topology. Okay, so here we have two types, fully connected mesh, partially connected mesh. What is the advantage of mesh topology? First thing is reliable. Okay, here we know here that's no possible for line breaking, because we can connect this one in a wireless mode. Okay, and fast communication. You know that interconnection. So when you compare with the LAN, like bus topology, ring topology, this one is broadband connection, so internet part. So that the communication will be very fast and easier configuration. What is the disadvantage? If you are connecting, you are using some LAN connection, the cost will be very less. Disadvantage, if suppose you want to connect the 500 or 100 system using this mesh topology, then the cost will be very high based on the usages and management. Since it is very large, we have to manage it. So the management of all the devices in this mesh topology is very difficult. Okay, and then efficiency. Here you can use different types of redundant connections that will reduce the efficiency of the network. Okay, and hybrid topology is the combination of different types of topology. Here you have bus topology, and then here you have ring topology. Here you have tree topology. So different types of topology can be used based on the organization or necessity or applications. Then here we are using hybrid technologies. Okay, here you can see that, for example, they are giving some ring topology in one branch of ICE bank, and bus topology is installed in one more branch of ICS. Okay, so connecting these two different types of topology is called as hybrid topology. Okay, here the reliable. If any fault occur means, then it will not affect the remaining thing. We are using different types of networks. And scalable. You can, based on your needs, you can set the size. And flexible. So based on your requirements of organization, it will be flexible. Either you can choose bus topology, ring topology, or tree topology based on the need of your organization. So it is very effective because we are using different types of topologies here. And the thing is, if you are the disadvantages, if suppose we wish to use 4 different types of topology, so then the complex design will be the major drawback. And the same thing, costly hub we have to, and infrastructure cost also will be very high if you want to use the hybrid topology. So these are the topology. We will go back and go through once. Bus topology, single LAN cable, in that many devices will be connected. Okay, if suppose you want to send the message in this bus topology, if you send the message, that message will be transmitted to all the stations available in your computer networks. Topology, and advantage of bus topology and disadvantage. Next thing is ring topology. All the devices will be connected in a round clockwise direction. If suppose you want to send a message, it will be sent with a token. The token will contains the message as well as the address. Okay, so so that based on the token, it will be transmitted from the sender to receiver. If the receiver received the message, it will send the acknowledgement to the sender. And the next thing is star topology. Center hub will be there. In that hub, all the devices will be connected. And the next thing is tree topology. Tree topology is the combination of bus topology and star topology. Okay. And the next thing is mesh topology. Any system can communicate with other remaining systems. So example is internet. And next thing is hybrid is the combination of different types of topologies Like for example, we can say that the combination of bus topology, ring topology, tree topology is called as hybrid topology. So how we can divide which topology we have to choose. For example, you just imagine that you are a student doing a lab experiment in your lab. Okay, so as a computer student, so in lab, the server will be there. In that server, your systems, all your systems will be comes under the server. So that is, here you can see that ring topology. Server is there. In that server, all the systems are connected. Okay, so that is star topology. And the thing is, next thing is, after that, so here ring topology, and inside the lab, all these systems individually connected using some LAN cable. So that is bus topology. Okay, and ring topology is nothing but you can use your lab systems sequentially, one by one, we can send the message. That is ring topology. And so likewise for tree topology, in a single organization, the servers will be connected using the LAN cable. From the server, all the devices will connected, will get the information, and all the devices will connected to the servers. So that type of things we will use tree topology. Okay. So based on our need, based on that organization type, so we can connect, we can use topologies. Okay. So in the session 4, we will see how to connect these topologies using packet tracer simulation tool. Okay, we will see the experiment manually in packet tracer. Thank you.